Well, Mithat Rende is Turkey's ambassador and permanent representative to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. He joins me live from Istanbul. Ambassador Rende, how has the refugee crisis affected relations between Turkey and the EU?
Well, first of all, let me express our solidarity with the French people. The international community is in solidarity with the French people, given these atrocities, the horrific atrocities which took place last week in Paris. As I am one of the Turkish ambassadors who serves in Paris, of course, it was such a terrific, a terrible event. As regards the refugees, of course, Turkey has assumed a great burden for the last 4 years, and we have over 2.5 million refugees in Turkey. We took care of them. It's part of our culture, the Turkish culture, to take care of the people in need. But of course, the time has come for our partners and allies to do their part. They should be able to share the burden with Turkey. And therefore, I believe that the summit in Antalya, the Leaders' Summit, it provided the opportunity to discuss this matter with other partners and allies. And I hope that very soon that the European leaders will be able to show political will to take part of the responsibilities and share the burden with Turkey.
And Ambassador Rende, just specifically, how would you want that burden sharing to look?
I think refugees should not be considered by the Europeans as a liability, but they should be viewed as an asset. At the OECD, for example, they have the capacity regarding refugees and especially how to integrate refugees into the receiving country and how to also make them become part of the economic life. So the integration of refugees is one point which is important, and also how to make them also contribute to the economic welfare and the economic growth and the development. So this is how we should see the refugees. We should be able to integrate them into the society and then use their skills to foster growth and development. So the Europeans should be able to receive refugees to the extent possible, of course, depending on their respective capacities, and share the burden. They should receive part of the refugees, and they should be able to integrate them into their societies. This is how we should be able to cooperate with Europe. And I think that some of the European countries have been quite forthcoming, but some of them, unfortunately, they try to erect walls and build fences. So it's not helpful at all, because we should not just
Ambassador Rende, I must
as
stop you there. I do apologise, but thank you very much for joining us, Ambassador Rende there.